Hi, Sarah here from IMG, and today I want to talk to you about A/B testing in Pardot, or now, as it's now known, account engagement. A/B testing is important because you can use a small version of your larger audience to test out two versions of an email. So you can test out things like subject line, different content in an email, even different senders. So today I'll show you how that works, and while I'm showing you, we'll talk about why it's important as well. So the thing about A/B testing is it's not available yet in the new Pardot drag and drop builder. So the email content and email templates tabs are not going to be options for you. You're going to have to use the account engagement email tab, which is considered the legacy builder in Pardot. So in order to go there, you would go to account engagement email and you would select A/B tests. You would choose send new list email and you would name it and then choose your campaign like normal. The last thing you'll need to do is choose enable A/B testing. It's all the way down to the bottom here. So you hit save. From there, it's going to ask you if you want to choose a template. I'm going to go ahead and hit skip for the purposes of this video. So now you can see my options are just a little bit different than a typical legacy builder. I've got my A/B email here, and I'm going to have other options as well. A/B subject, and then later on when I show you the sending as well. So as you can see, the legacy builder, it's just a little bit different than the drag and drop. So the first thing maybe I'll do is I'll change the font. And maybe I don't want it to say recipient name, I want it to say hi recipient name. And maybe I want to make sure my unsubscribe is really small for this one. And also maybe I'd like to throw an image in here. So I can go and select an image. I'll just grab whichever one shows up first. Looks like our Toys for Tots image. And in order to resize it, of course, I'm just going to go ahead and resize it to fit kind of what I'm looking for. So maybe that's my A email. And my subject line is testing A/B emails. Okay, so I've got my A email ready to go. My B email, maybe I just want it to be the same. Change my font back to Arial. And maybe I just want my unsubscribe option to be a little bit smaller once again, but maybe I want it in a different color. So I would change the color here. And then recipient first name, maybe I want to just say, hello friend. And then your subject line, you can even test things like merge fields. So if I wanted to choose my advanced subject line composer, I can do first name, recipient first name. So then that shows up in the subject line. And then this says A/B testing. So my subject lines are now different between the two emails. So it kind of gives you an example of what you can do as far as content. Now, of course, you can build out kind of heavily formatted emails, but for the purposes of this video, it just shows you what you can do. When you go over to sending, I'm ready to send it. Let's say it's looking really good. I've got my A email and my B email. If I hover over them, it gives me a quick preview. I can also have a sender. So maybe I want my sender to be, for the first one, a person. So let's just do Gil. And then for the second one, I just think maybe I want to just try IMG and maybe do, or maybe just do like marketing at IMG. Grow with IMG.com. So you can even have the reply to address being different as well. So you see I've got my two different subject lines here. And then it's going to ask you, how long do you want to wait until the winner is selected? So what it's going to do, and I'll just select a list here. I'll just choose my monthly newsletter list. So you would say, like, what's the winner? Is it opens or clicks? And then how much of your audience do you want to test? So my list is 23,000 people. Maybe I don't want to test that many. Or my full list is 23,000 people, but maybe I don't want to test such a large number. So I can even go down to 10%. So maybe I just want to test 10% of my audience, which would be 3,100 users, subscribers. So once again, how long do you give them until they win? So maybe if I'm sending this out on a Friday, I want to give it 4 days. And you can also do hours as well. And you can decide if opens or clicks are the winner. So I can, once again, when I'm ready, I can go ahead and send that out. Of course, I'm not going to send out an A/B test right now, so I'll actually take that away just so I don't accidentally send it. But once it's sent, the Pardot is great, or account engagement, excuse me, is great because it will determine the winner for you. So here's a report of a previous A/B test that I've done. Shows you kind of how well the two emails do. So the winner is only a higher version by 1%. You have a 1% more open rate. But you can actually view the report and see kind of who won the different emails. So A/B testing is a great use case, and that's kind of in a nutshell how you do it. You can always see kind of some more in detail, some detailed reporting here, some more in-depth reporting. But A/B testing is super great for, maybe you've sent out your first email and you want to test it out, test out your audience. I highly recommend A/B testing. The only thing that is kind of the hang-up is that legacy builder. You do have to kind of be ready to work in a different builder than what you're used to if you normally work in the drag and drop builder. I hope this was helpful. For any of your other Salesforce or account engagement needs, IMG is always here.